In the heart of New York City, where skyscrapers pierce the clouds and ambition burns hotter than the sun, one woman dares to rise above it all. Her name is Chloe Harris. At 30 years old, this brilliant black woman has fought her way through a world that tried to break her. Born to a single mother in a modest Brooklyn apartment, Chloe was never handed anything. As a child, she faced relentless bullying, taunts about her worn-out sneakers, her thrift store clothes, and her dreams that seemed too big for her small world. But Chloe was no ordinary dreamer. Her mind was a weapon, sharp and unyielding, cutting through math problems and financial models like a blade through silk. Now she's a financial analyst at Sterling and Crow, one of the most prestigious firms on Wall Street. But even here, in the glittering world of corporate finance, Chloe is undervalued, her ideas stolen, her brilliance overlooked, her voice silenced by those who see her as a threat. Colleagues whisper behind her back, their jealousy masked as disdain. Yet Chloe presses on, her resilience forged in the fires of her past, her eyes fixed on a future she's determined to claim. But destiny has a way of rewriting the rules, and Chloe's life is about to change forever. It starts with a single email. Late one night as Chloe sips coffee at her desk, poring over spreadsheets, a cryptic message lands in her inbox. No subject, no signature, just a scanned document, a birth certificate. Her name is on it, but the father's name sends her heart racing. Victor Langston, the reclusive tech billionaire who vanished from public life a decade ago. The man who built an empire from nothing, only to retreat into the shadows. Could this be real? Is Chloe Harris the girl from Brooklyn, the long-lost daughter of a billionaire? Chloe's world tilts. Questions flood her mind. Why was this secret kept from her? Who sent this document? And what does it mean for her future? She digs deeper, uncovering whispers of a trust fund in her name, hidden accounts, and a legacy she never knew she had. But with great power comes great danger, and Chloe is about to learn that truth comes at a cost. As Chloe steps into her new reality, the corporate world around her grows darker. Her colleagues at Sterling and Crow, led by the ruthless Ethan Caldwell and his clique of elitist allies, sense her rising star and move to crush it. They sabotage her projects, planting errors in her reports to make her look incompetent. Whispers turn into a full-blown smear campaign, with rumors spreading that Chloe is cooking the books, committing fraud to climb the ranks. But the attacks don't stop there. Chloe's past comes roaring back. The bullies who tormented her in school, now polished professionals with powerful connections, resurface in her orbit. There's Lauren Baxter, a manipulative PR executive who once humiliated Chloe in front of her entire class, and Michael Reed, a slick corporate lawyer who mocked her dreams. They're part of Ethan's inner circle, and they see Chloe's ascent as a personal affront. Together, they orchestrate a dangerous cover-up, hiding a massive financial scandal at Sterling and Crow that could ruin the firm, and they plan to pin it all on Chloe. Yet Chloe is no victim. She fights back, using her razor-sharp intellect to uncover their scheme. Late nights turn into a high-stakes investigation as she follows a trail of encrypted files, shady transactions, and secret meetings. She discovers that Ethan's clique is siphoning millions from the firm, funneling it into offshore accounts. And worse, they know about her connection to Victor Langston. They're not just after her career, they're after her legacy, determined to erase her claim to the Langston fortune before she can fully grasp it. The stage is set for a showdown that will shake Wall Street to its core. It's the annual board meeting at Sterling and Crow, where the firm's elite gather to decide its future. Ethan and his allies plan to unveil their fabricated evidence against Chloe, framing her for their crimes in front of the board, the media, and the world. They think they've cornered her, that she's out of moves. They're wrong. Chloe strides into the boardroom, her heels echoing like war drums. She's armed with the truth, documents, recordings, and a meticulously crafted presentation that exposes Ethan, Lauren, and Michael's corruption. As the room falls silent, she takes the floor, her voice steady but blazing with righteous fury. She lays out their scheme, slide by slide, revealing their offshore accounts, their doctored reports, and their attempts to destroy her. Gasps ripple through the room as the board realizes the depth of the betrayal. Ethan's smug grin falters. Lauren's polished facade cracks. Michael stammers, his lies unraveling. But Chloe isn't done. She reveals her final card, her identity as Victor Langston's daughter, backed by irrefutable proof. The room erupts. The boardroom becomes a battlefield, and Chloe Harris is the victor, standing tall as her enemies crumble. The fallout is swift and merciless. Ethan, Lauren, and Michael are escorted out of Sterling and Crow in disgrace, their careers in ruins. The board, shaken by the scandal, offers Chloe a promotion to lead analyst, recognizing her brilliance and courage. But Chloe's journey isn't over. She meets with her father, Victor Langston, in a quiet, emotional reunion. He's a man haunted by his own choices, but proud of the daughter who fought her way to him. Together, they begin to rebuild the Langston legacy, not just as a business empire, but as a force for good. Chloe also confronts her past. She forgives her childhood bullies, not for their sake, but for her own peace. She's no longer the girl they mocked. She's a woman who turned pain into power. Yet the weight of her new wealth and influence sits heavy on her shoulders. She knows the world is watching, and the road ahead is fraught with new challenges. Chloe Harris is no longer just a name. She's a symbol of resilience, a testament to what happens when you refuse to let the world define you. She's taken her place as a leader, not just in finance, but in a movement to change the game for those who've been overlooked. Her story isn't about wealth or revenge. It's about claiming your truth, no matter the odds. As she stands on the rooftop of her new office, the New York skyline glittering below, Chloe knows this is only the beginning. The girl from Brooklyn has become a force the world can't ignore, and she's just getting started. What did you think of Chloe's journey? Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever faced a moment where you had to fight for your truth? Let's keep this story alive together.